Hi everybody, welcome in. It is after sunset Sunday. I'm glad you're here. I'm Tammy, I'm the Siberian Wind, and we're gonna get a little interesting tonight. I've got a different project pulled up, and that's what we're gonna pull up. I'm sorry I'm running a little bit behind tonight. I actually just pulled a loaf of bread out of the bread machine and didn't burn my hands, so that's a good thing. And I'm freezing, so I'm about to put a hoodie on. And yeah, it's one of those nights. So I see Pat's already here. Welcome in, Pat. Glad you're here. Glad you made it. I'm gonna get my chat out so I can see it. There we go. How is everybody doing tonight? Feels like a weird Sunday. The time change Sunday is always a weird Sunday. Always, always, always weird, right? Um, and there goes my phone, which is going on silent. So, how are you guys doing tonight? How are you guys doing? Let me know when you get here. If you're already here, check in. Hey Pam, good to see you. She says good evening, Tammy and all. Welcome in, welcome in. So I am pulling out the old So Sampler Gnomes. We are going to finish the last of it tonight. I basically decided that I want to clear out a project box and feel accomplished, so that's what we're doing. And I can't see the top of that, so I'm going to bring it down. Let me see who else is in the chat as well. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Bob. Hey, Linda. Hey, Janet. Welcome in. Welcome in. You guys were all waiting for me. Hey, Rena. Good to have you here. Good to have you. So that was the boy gnome. This is the girl gnome. And this is the bats flying in the night sky. So there's one more block that goes with the series, and that's what we're going to do tonight. Hey, Chloe. Hey, Judy. Good to have you guys here. Glad you're here. It's been a day. It's been a day. I wasn't expecting to be running late for my own live. So now you guys get to see what it looks like when I run behind schedule. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens. All right, Pam says she's doing better 90% of the stuff in the new apartment. Long arm being put together. Oh, Thursday or Saturday. That'd be awesome. That would be absolutely awesome. Sir, you're in my way, bud. Can you scoos? Can you scoos? Let's go. Let's go. Yep, go. Thank you. Gotta move the puppy dog out of the way so I have room. So the last block in this, hey Christina, welcome in. Welcome. What time is it there? Hey Cynthia, glad you're here. Glad you're here. It has really been a weird day. So I do apologize. I'm going to apologize a lot tonight, and that's just who I am tonight. That's just what's going to happen. It's just what's going to happen. And we're going to see how far we can get. I don't remember how many rows I got laid out before I had to take a break. I had to go take meds. It's one of those. Hey Susie, glad you're here. Glad you made it in. Y'all, it's amazing. How are you handling this time change thing? If you changed times today, how did you handle? Did you miss anything you were supposed to go to? Do you just kind of feel off? Is it going to hit you tomorrow? How are you handling the time change? I know I'm not handling it well. It completely threw everything off. Hey, Linda, glad you're here. Susie says she hates this time change. I am right there with you. Right there with you. I am not digging it. It is not a positive in my life right now. I will adapt to this one fairly easy this time around, I think. But not because I want to. It's not because I want to. Pam says, it is exciting. Sewing space will be bigger and won't need to share with Love Sync TV. That's the best news. That is the best news. When you have your own space, it is so amazing. So absolutely amazing. I don't know what we're going to find when we go to move. So I'm looking forward to moving, but I'm also terrified at the same time because I don't know what we're going to find. It's going to be interesting to see what's out there when we get ready to move this summer. And at least we're moving in summer. We're not moving in winter. That would be a little bit more challenging here, but I'm glad we're not having to do that. All right, so the bottom 2 rows are not going to fit on my table. So let me finish out these rows and then I'm going to start sewing. I've got a whole bunch of half square triangles to sew. So we're going to start with that. And I'm going to be sewing a ton of half square triangles tonight. That is just the way that this is going to run. The last part of this is the candy. That's what it's supposed to look like. That's the black and white of what it's supposed to look like. So I have a lot of half square triangles to sew tonight, so we're going to see how we do. Judy says she went to bed early last night. The dogs woke her up at 5 a.m. to take them out. Oh, no. No. Cynthia says she didn't miss anything. She wasn't late either, but she might fall asleep on me soon. Oh, no. Yeah, please don't. She says it won't be intentional. I know, but please don't. No, I'm just kidding. My arm will go to sleep. If you fall asleep on me, my arm goes to sleep. That's my story, and I'm going to stick to that. All right, Bob says, was working on the long arm today, missed advancing it a little, got motor error, had to walk away, see how to fix on YouTube. Oh gosh, I hate when stuff like that happens. I got a message asking me for the address of where they need to ship my presser foot to. So maybe I will have a presser foot this week. I'm hoping that I will, and I can get back to quilting, because I have a lot of that needs to be done. Just an absolute ton of quilting that needs to be done. It's like all of my quilting got put on hold while I'm waiting for this presser foot, and I just need this presser foot to come in. I need it to already be here. Judy went to bed early last night. Oh yeah, I've already read that. Now you see what happens to Tammy on time change. Tammy loses track of where she's at in the chat. So I talked to some people Saturday, and so we may have some more quilters from Wyoming coming to the quilt retreat. So you guys might get some more Wyoming quilters coming to hang out with all of us. So retreat is still going so far. Hand quilting the borders on the mat panel. Susan, you are always ahead of the game. I don't know what we're going to do if you ever don't feel up to quilting. I think we're all going to suffer because we're all going to wonder when your next project you're going to get done is. Because that's what's going on in my head. That is absolutely what I'm thinking of. All right, so I'm going to set this last 2 rows up here on my ironing board because there's only 11 rows. As you guys can see, these are narrow and then long. So I've got a total of 11 rows. 9 of them fit on my cutting mats. And then 2 of them don't. And my iron is plugged in and all the way, oh my gosh, it is all the way around where it doesn't need to be. But I've got it. We've got it. Hey, Lori, glad you're here. So glad you're here. This is going to be a low-key night. We're not going to make it a tough night. It's just going to be a low-key and let's see what we can get done kind of night. Nothing pressing super bad. Well, we're doing a lot of pressing. Don't get me wrong. We're doing a lot of pressing, but we're not going to push limits or anything like that tonight. It is not the night for that. Absolutely not the night for that. I need to find my tens unit. I've got the bag for it over here in my studio, but the unit's not in the bag, so I've got to find that. I really need it tonight. It's just one of those days. Susan did some half square triangles trimming this morning. See, I love cotton cuts for that. If I have to say anything about cotton cuts, I do love them for that because there's no trimming. I don't have to trim anything. It all comes out the right size the first time, and I don't have to fight with it. So I do like that. Now, I did do something smart, and I had a scrap piece that I sewed on before. It's actually 2 pieces put together. We're going to use that as my scratch piece so that I don't have my machine eating any fabric tonight. I'm not ready for that. I'll be cross-stitching tonight, just getting ready to set up. That is perfect, Lori. How is the new job going, by the way? Hey, Nikki, welcome in. She's popping in before she falls asleep. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's absolutely like that. Today is like that for me. I finished a bag today and started a new one for a birthday gift for a family member. Congratulations, Chloe. You are trekking along with it. What was I going to say? There was something I was going to say. Oh, the falling asleep. I actually went and took a nap yesterday, which is odd for me. So, yeah, it is that kind of time of year to take naps and need them. And today, especially with the time change, perfect time to take naps. Every single row in this thing, aside from the center two rows that do have some squares in them, everything else in this whole thing is half square triangles. I did not get a single break on this one. It is all half square triangles. So we're just going to see how far I get and go from there. First week was pretty good, just tired from the brain stress. I bet. It's a lot to take on a new job. No matter what kind of job it is always a lot to take on a brand new job. Even if it's a job you love, it can be a lot to take it on. So I am here with you on that. Definitely here with you on that. All right, last half square triangle pieces are going in. And let's see, these are P, which is this fabric. And then all of the rest of this is extra. So I have a lot of extras from Cotton Cuts. That's okay. We will hang on to them and I will do something fun with them. I don't know what yet, but I'll figure something out. You guys know me. Judy is working on turning 2.5-inch squares into a 4-patch. Then not sure what she plans on doing. I almost thought that I was going to pull out an orphan block and make it into something tonight. I don't have that brain power. Oh no, Nikki. She says she's tired today. The pollen is getting to her and she has a headache. I just got to go to my neurologist and they were able to put me back at least on samples of the medication I was on before that worked amazingly well for me. And that has kept me from being in the hospital this go around because the migraines were bad this time. But yeah, once we finish this block, guys, it will complete the set of 4 and this project will come off of my list. I'll just have to figure out sashing or something that I want to do with it, and we'll just go from there. I don't know exactly what I want to do yet, but that's what the plan is. We're just going to figure out something and go from there. All right. Thank you, Chloe. Yeah, it is good news. It is. I am having to work on some stuff in the background that is not so pleasant news, and I could not do it with migraines. I could not. I've got to get it done by the end of the month. So I'm on a timeline and just got to do it. Oh, that's okay, Pat. Welcome back. Pat said I had to step away. That's okay. We understand. That happens. It happens to me too. It happens. I got that loaf of bread out of my bread machine and I didn't burn my hands. I'm so excited about it. I haven't made bread in a few months or so, so it's kind of nice to get to make some bread today. And so I'll have some nice toast and tea tonight to go to bed. I've actually gotten back onto my tea and toast routine, guys. I'm tapping back into my British side, Scottish or Irish or whatever. This is the Irish month, and I am wearing my Luck of the Irish shirt, so maybe I'll have some luck this month. That's what we're going to hope for, right? How many of you guys are Irish? How many of you guys are Irish? And what do you do to celebrate St. Paddy's Day? St. Paddy's Day is the 17th, and it will be a Tuesday night, and I will be live. So what do you guys do to celebrate St. Paddy's Day? I took an antihistamine this morning, but cedar trees blow their pollen, and normally I get sinus infections from cedar. Yeah, that is understandable. So understandable. They do blow their pollen. Cedars are bad about it. I don't know how many people survived, or how anyone survived with allergies before modern medicine came around. I don't know. I don't know what they did, but bless them for making it through. Could you stop, sir? Thank you. There we go. Susan has Irish in her ancestry. Pat says Irish here. Awesome. Who else is Irish? Do we have anyone else who's Irish in the chat? Oh, Linda, Irish sail lady. You're Irish, right? I was thinking about you earlier when I was thinking about that. And what do you guys do to celebrate St. Patty's Day? Or St. Patrick's Day. I should say it that way. St. Patrick's Day. Oh. And there's so many variations of the name Patrick, and there's Patricia, there's Patty, there's so many variations of the name. I just can't help but think about, does Chicago still turn their river green for St. Patty's Day? Or have they stopped doing that, or are they still doing that? And I kind of always wonder what the fish think. What do the fish think of the green dye coming into their water? And I'm certain that what we use now is much more environmentally friendly. But I still curious. Still so curious. All right. And I'm just cranking through these half square triangles, guys. I don't know which order they're going in, but I will figure it out. I only have 6 rows to go. 5 rows to go after this, so we'll figure it out. I'm a Heinz 57, have a little bit of everything. I love you, Judy. I love you. That's amazing. She says that she believes that they still do, talking about the Chicago River. Who else does something fancy? Because they don't really do that in Ireland, do they? What do they actually do in Ireland? Definitely Irish. See, there we go. She does corned beef, cabbage, potatoes, and homemade soda bread. And her grandparents came over from Northern Ireland. Oh my goodness. I bet they have had such beautiful accents. Such beautiful accents. See, everybody wants to go to Scotland. I think I would rather go to Ireland. I think that'd be rather where I'd like to go. Nikki says she's mostly English, Scottish, and Irish. Her family celebrated it by corned beef and cabbage dinner. She doesn't like the corned beef and cabbage. I'm not a huge corned beef, like straight corned beef fan. I do corned beef hash. I like corned beef hash. I can't have it very often, but I do like it. I liked it more before, but I do still eat it. And I have somehow jammed my thread again. So we'll see. We'll see. My machine does not like these batiks from Cotton Cuts. I have just chalked it up to Ricky. Ricky just is picky. Ricky is picky. But such is life, right? Such is life. We're going to see if my bobbin thread will pull up. And no, we are not getting bobbin thread. So I broke my bobbin thread instead of my top thread this time. There we go. Let's see if I can get it to pull up for you guys. Judy says she can do corned beef and cabbage. See, there you go. I don't particularly go for just straight corned beef. It doesn't appeal to me. Sir, could you stop? He has gotten this thing. He likes my ankle now. He comes over here and keeps sniffing on and licking my ankle. And yes, I will have it checked out, I promise. I'm not ignoring him for doing it. I will have it checked out, I promise, because you know dogs. But yeah, you guys are amazing. I'm glad you are all here tonight. Thank you so much. I don't know. I don't think any of my Irish family has any kind of traditions. And Chloe just bought corned beef last night. See, we gotta keep the trends going, right? We gotta keep it going. All right. I'm going to press as I go, and we're going to crank up the steam. So we're going to see how long my steam lasts for tonight. Do I have water? Yeah, out of reach, but if I need it desperately, I'll grab it. I'm going to finger press and then iron press and then set it where it goes. And I'm only going to do 1 row at a time. That way I have a chance at getting my pattern right. So, how many of you guys have done one of these from Cotton Cuts? How many of you guys like Cotton Cuts and do this kind of project? I'm looking to see what this first one would be. There we go. Had to figure out my pattern. Figure out which direction it's going. I don't know that I even know how to cook corned beef. I'm not sure that I do. I'd have to look it up. So anybody that has made it for me has not made it good enough for me. Chloe says she has done one of these. Do you find that your machine tries to eat the batik fabric, or did you use the non-batiks? Because I think that might be my problem, is that my machine just does not like these very thin batiks. My machine likes batiks, it's fine, but just not this. Hey, Denise, welcome in. We're talking about St. Patty's Day. What do you do for St. Patty's Day? And how are you handling the time change? Because I'm sleepy. I will have shepherd's pie for my St. Patrick's Day dinner. That sounds good too. I haven't had good shepherd's pie in a long time. My husband's not huge on shepherd's pie, but I do like it. I like my shepherd's pie. We'll put it that way. I like that. Chloe's machine eats it too. Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone. I'm so glad I'm not alone. That's frustrating. I mean, I'm having to use the spare fabric to, feed in to keep my threads from, eating. Hey, Landa, welcome in. Glad you are here. Good to see you. We're low-key working tonight. We're making the last block of the Cotton Cuts sampler box that I got from Kathy from My Hobby Home. And no, I don't remember what it's called. Spooky sampler. Something like that. Nikki has the Cotton Cut gnomes. She needs to make her Easter gnomes. I don't need to get any more gnomes, though. Not for right now. I do love some gnomes. Denise says, being years since she left Boston, she hasn't done much. Need to do something this year. Absolutely. Holidays are a good time to celebrate. Oh, Denise's mother is Irish. Who makes the batiks? I do not know, Landa. Very good question. Let me see if it says. I don't know that it says, though, because it just says it's got my fabric swatches, and then it's got a pumpkin sugar cookie recipe, and it doesn't look like it says. This was Cotton Cut's Gnome of the Month, October, 2024, I believe. 2024, 2025, either one. But that's the one we're making. We're making this one right here, right now. So I've made the boy, I've made the girl, and I've made the bats. So now I'm making the candies. Nikki says she has a lot of them. She switches them out. Ooh. See, I would do that, but I don't think my husband would appreciate it too much. He's not as much of a fan of gnomes as I am. I definitely am a bigger fan of gnomes than he is. Oh, you have Irish coffee with your breakfast. I do that English breakfast tea. I need to get back in the habit of drinking that in the morning. I don't know if I'm ready to do that tomorrow morning or not, but I might. I might give that a try. Give me a little bit of caffeine pickup and see, because I haven't had caffeine in almost a year. We're on 11 months right now, guys, that I have not had caffeine. Aside from a little bit, like half of a bottle of Diet Mountain Dew. That's the only thing I've had in 11 months that was caffeinated. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I can handle. It may be Hoffman's, says Chloe. Okay. I don't know if it is Hoffman's or not, but that's a better guess than my guess, because I just don't have a clue. I don't think I've had any of Hoffman's batiks, so that would make sense too. Because if I've sewn through Hoffman batiks, I would recognize this. Like the feel and the texture of it, I would absolutely recognize it. I am like that. Landa says if they're lighter weight batiks, lower your presser foot a little. I can't on this machine. This machine doesn't let you. There's no presser foot pressure on it. Oh, that's right. Denise says Irish coffee has a shot of Irish whiskey in it. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. I have a friend that drinks it with drinks Baileys every morning, and I'm not that way. Chloe says that I've done well. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't have trouble with Hoffman, says Landa. See, I don't know. I don't know why my machine does not like this fabric, but it just doesn't. It just doesn't. It wants to be picky. But Ricky, Ricky's been known to be picky before. Ricky's, she's got an attitude. She's got an attitude every so often. So she's like her owner. She's got an attitude every so often. Oh, I just saw Ricky Timms had just posted a video. He and Hugo had bought a patio set, and they were out in the yard doing something. I couldn't watch it all, but it was good to see Ricky Timms again. I haven't been able to catch a lot of his Facebook videos or his YouTube videos or anything else in a while, so it was good to see him again. I just caught him earlier today. I wish I had a straight stitch plate for this machine. That might be the way I'd get around it, because I could do that on Beauty, and Beauty would sew this beautifully. But maybe that's what it is. We all attitudes every so often, right, Linda? Absolutely. Some of us more than others. Oh, some of us more than others. All the fabrics I ordered came in this time. Congratulations, Susan. She's going to work on the Irish chain quilt using the cruisling pattern from Material Girlfriends. Cruisling means to snuggle up with, making it for my daughter, the one in New York. Awesome, Susan. I look forward to seeing you work on that and seeing your progress. We are going to have another retreat coming up in April. I just don't have dates set for it yet. So just stay tuned for dates. Zoom retreat. Oh, he's turning 70 on the 11th. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday to Ricky. I didn't realize he was turning 70. He looks good for 70, guys. He really looks good for 70. I just looked it up, and they are Hoffman's Bali Boutiques. Okay. So I don't know if they were getting it for Ricky's birthday or what, but I didn't know his birthday was coming up. That's exciting. That's so exciting. Susan's daughter's birthday is March 18th. Oh, perfect. You won't be done in time for then, I don't think. Not if you're going to hand quilt it. Does anyone else find that those plastic clips leave dimples in their fabrics? Oh yeah, they do. They absolutely do. And that's why I don't leave them long term unless it doesn't really matter. Some fabrics it shows up more, but if you will clip just in that seam allowance area, you won't notice it. It won't stick out as much because it'll just be in your seam allowance. It won't matter. Denise just bought some. Perfect. Absolutely. I'm looking at what all you guys are saying. I'm just reading the chat, guys. I promise. So I found out during the retreat that I'm going to have to have my rings resized. How many of you guys have ever had your rings resized? Like, seriously resized? Because I didn't know I was going to have to do that. It's bad. My ring size is dramatically changed. So I'm going to have my rings resized. I've never had it done. They're having work done on their property, so they bought a place for the workers to sit down for lunch. Is that what it was? I didn't get to watch all that way. That's awesome. That speaks to Ricky. That's definitely a Ricky thing. He is just that kind of guy. He's just that kind of guy. Let's see. I'm celebrating the whole month for my birthday since it's the end of the month. See, there you go, Judy. That's what I would love to do, but my birthday being at the beginning of the month, it stinks because I don't get to celebrate the whole month and lead up to it. I just get the first week and then I'm done. Hey, Joan, good to see you. Oh, you're watching Tiffany. She just finished her Lone Star quilt top. Oh, good deal. I didn't get to tune into any of that. I'll have to go watch that on replay. Using them on EPP pieces, I can brush out the dimples, but that is adding a step. It is. I don't use them on EPP. You can, instead of using, this is going to sound crazy, instead of using the little plastic clips, go to Walmart or a local hair supply place. Hey, Helen, welcome in. So go to a local hairstyling place. Dorlyn, good to see you. Yay. get those metal clips like what you clip your hair into curlers with. They work fantastic and don't leave a dimple. So for doing that, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. I don't know what my computer is trying to add a device for. Well, I guess we'll find out later. Let's see. If I want to get it done in time for the fair season, we'll take it with me when I fly across the country to visit in September. Good. Very, very good. I need to have them redone again. Oh, no. Let's see. Yes, we both had rings resized. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's what y'all are talking about. I lost train of thought, guys. Hey, Barbara, welcome in. Let's see. Wasn't cheap back then, so not sure what it cost today. I think, and I'm going to check with the jewelry store that sold my husband my wedding set and see, because I think resizing is included once in the lifetime. So I think I can have them resized once, and I haven't had them resized yet, so maybe I still can. So we're going to hold out hope that I can do that. Nikki's had hers done. Oh, you're so welcome, Denise. I was born in 1963 and I turned 63. Yes, you should celebrate all year. See, same thing for my husband too. He is turning 63 this year as well. And I don't know what device somebody is trying to pair with my computer, but we are going to not pair that device, whatever it is, because I don't want extra things on my computer. Okay, sorry. Okay, let's see if that fixes it. And no, it does not. Oh my goodness, guys. So I cannot get to everything I need to see, so bear with me just a minute. Gotta love that my computer has decided to crash on me. Right in the middle of a live, nonetheless. When else is it going to happen that it's going to be that perfect, right? Let's see. All right. We are going to tab back and we are going to add device. And no, not that device, not that one. We're going to show all. And we are going to start the pairing system to get my mouse to work. Okay, there we go. And it's going to be in this list somewhere. Okay. During a live, if anything can go wrong, it will. Am I right? I'm right. I know I'm right. All right, let's see. It's working on connecting, so I'm going to see if I can tab over and bring you guys back up. There we go. I think so. All right, I'm limited on what I can see. Welcome in, Nanette and Chris. Glad you guys are here. Thank you so much. And I still do not have mouse capabilities, so we are going to grab one more thing. And let's see. There we go. Okay, now I can see the chat. I can't chat, but I can see it. Nikki's had hers done. She says her fingers are so fat. She has a bunch resized and have more that need it, but they can't do Australian opal. It cracks, so I'm bummed about the ring. It does crack. Sizing rings is not cheap, especially with the price of precious metals. I know. Mine need to be sized down. And I'm hoping, I doubt it, but I'm hoping that they'll give me the extra metal back because it's part of my rings originally. So we're going to see. Bob turned 63 also this year. See, so does my husband. He does too. But like weddings, all will go fine. I hope so. The challenge is I have got a ring sizer on it right now to keep it on my finger, and even that is not helping. I'm having issues with it just wanting to still slide off of my finger. So it is what it is. All the YouTubers I've watched today have had computer problems. Murphy's Law. It is Murphy's Law. It so totally is Murphy's Law. And I don't know why this is not cooperating, but it's not. So, Susan's been getting low storage messages on her laptop when she checks she's got tons of storage. See, that's the way it goes, right? Sarah, could you please stop? I can see you. Sorry. Squeaky toy, guys. Squeaky toy. Come on. Come over here. He has been obnoxious too today. So I'm glad I'm not the only YouTuber having computer problems today. That was just really, really creepy weird. Really weird. So at least the stream isn't affected. It's just my capabilities to do things is affected. Which means when I go to close the chat or close the live tonight, I may have a little bit of a challenge trying to do that. Because I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that yet. All right, I have started into the next row accidentally. I don't need to start into the next row yet. Come here, sir. Come on. Over here, please. Paladin, come on. Sir. He's standing there looking at me like I'm crazy. It's spring ahead clock that day. That's true. It really is. I think it is. Well, isn't Murphy also Irish? It would fit that it would be today of all days, right? During the month for St. Patty's Day, that we would have the issues that we're having. Okay, so apparently I had all the ones for the first row already. So we're going to see what that goes. Pam says that, oh, do you need new batteries? No, the batteries are fine. The batteries are absolutely fine. I accidentally removed it in trying to do the other things I was trying to do and figure out why I kept getting a message. That message is gone. I'm not getting a message anymore that was popping up over my screen, but now my mouse is just dead in the water for the moment. It will be okay. I can computer tab. I've done it before. Oh, yeah, everybody's thinking about that. Yeah. Sir, could you please get off my iron cord now? Come. Over here, please. I know, I keep telling you not to come over here, but I want you over here now. Come on. Please, sir. I don't think I'm going to be able to convince him. Welcome to the life of a dog owner. How did I do this? I don't know how I got these out of order so bad. But they're out of order. Hey, Jess, welcome in. Welcome to the catastrophe that is my computer tonight. Oh, it's just got to be one of those days. It's just got to be one of those days. So the two that I have extra are duplicates of the last two that I didn't have before. And I don't know how I managed to do that. So we'll find out, I guess. We will find out, I guess. I don't know how I did that, but apparently I did. I somehow got a couple of them out of order. I can grade papers. I will swap with you in a heartbeat, Jess. Absolutely. I can grade papers like nobody's business. Give me a key and I will sit there and I love the red pen. I love the red pen. Even if you don't use red, I will absolutely do some grading papers for you. Bring them to California with you next January. Yeah, we'll wait until grading. We'll wait to grade them until then. We'll just sit there and you hand me the key and I'll hand you a paper and you put the grade in the file or you calculate the grade and that's all there is to it. We'll knock them out in no time. We'll catch up on 2 years worth of school grades in one evening. Purple over blue? Oh, purple. Absolutely purple. I always grade in purple. Well, if they're not doing so well, I'll grade them in blue. That's what I'll do. I'll grade them in blue if they're not doing so hot. I gotta make sure that they know the difference. You're doing well, you get purple. You're not doing so well, you get blue. Susan would be the opposite way. She loves blue so much. She give the student she likes blue and give the student she doesn't like purple. We got a system going here. Over here at the Siberian Wind, we got a system. We got it. We've got it. So I went to a planning meeting for Quilt Wyoming. And this is my first time getting to join Quilt Wyoming and the planning meetings and all of that. And it's exciting, guys. I did not know how much drama there could be in one room. Well, I did. I'll take that back. I did know how much drama there could be, but I didn't know that I was going to get to experience it. It's so awesome. Yes, Jess. She's like, that's what she needs to do next year, color system. Yes, you've got to do a color system. You know, I mean, at the beginning of the year, find out what colors your students really like and which colors they don't like. And when they're not doing so hot, grade the students in the colors that they don't like when they're not doing so hot, and grade them in the colors that they like when they're doing fantastic. I know it's a lot to keep up with. And probably across, 20 students. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's asking a lot. I used to grade tests for my dad. That's what perked up my interest in American history, says Susan. See, I didn't grade anything like that. I love grading math and science where the answers are cut and dry. Either you're right or you're wrong. There's no like in between answers. That's my kind of subject. I don't like the in between answer stuff. I used to grade. Oh yeah, I already read that. I'm looking up for a new chat and there's not one there. I'm also looking up for my mouse and it's still not there either. So we're just gonna have fun. We're just gonna have fun. We got an hour and 15 minutes to have fun. That's all we've got. That's all we've got, right? So do you guys have anything planned for St. Patty's Day? If you are in the chat and you haven't already answered, I know some people are having corned beef and cabbage. I believe Susan says she's doing shepherd's pie. If you do not have something planned for St. Patty's Day, I want to know what you might do. Hey, Mona, good to see you. She's going, hi, good evening. I love you. You are so sweet. I don't know what I should do. I don't know. Somehow I ended up with a couple of extra pieces and I don't know how I did it. I have no clue how I did it. And they're out of order too. They're so out of order. I am over here laying them out as I go. But like I started on the next row somehow and I don't have the next row. Like it's not here. I don't know how I did this. It is an absolute mess trying to figure out what I did. I wonder if I messed up the last 2 rows. That's probably what I did. Oh no, well, yes, I think I did. Okay, I think I know what I did. We're gonna see here in just a second if that's what I did. I think I did. It's my fault. Hey, Janet says corned beef and cabbage for her. She has to make something different for hubby though. Oh, that's aggravating to have to make multiple different meals, but I understand that. We can't all eat the same thing. Not all of us like it, and not all of us can have it. So I understand that. Since I'm your favorite math teacher, 3.16 is Pi Day. I thought it was 3.14. Why is it 3.16? Why is it 3.16 this year? It's supposed to be 3.154? No, 3.145. You're getting me confused now. You're getting me confused. I feel like I'm missing something. Jess says she'll make corned beef and cabbage. See, there you go. 3.16 or 3.14. Okay. See, I've always associated it with 3.14. I've never heard it as 3.16. So, apparently I have to have pie on the... Oh, I didn't sew those. That's why they look so funny. Oh, Tammy just didn't screw up. She screwed up big. Okay. So, since St. Patty's falls on Tuesday, maybe tacos. Oh, there you go. I like that idea too, Pam. I just made Mona think, right? Janet says 3.142, right? Since St. Patty's, I love your idea, Pam. I love that. Absolutely do tacos. If you don't like corned beef and cabbage, do tacos for sure. It's 10:45 p.m. I'm tired. You're right. Yeah, that's okay. It should actually be, it is 10:45. I was looking at the time. What is meal for St. Patty's? Oh, standard meal is corned beef and cabbage. Hey, Mona, saying that. And then Kathy is here. Welcome in, Kathy. Glad you're here. Glad you're feeling good enough to be here. That is amazing in and of itself. That is absolutely amazing. Okay, I found where my half square triangles, I couldn't figure out where they go. I figured out where they go now. I figured it out. Took me a minute. Took me a long minute. Took me a whole row minute to figure it out. But I figured it out. And so we're going to see if, I don't think I can probably pull them from the other stack. We'll see what I need to do. And we're going to cut these off of here and see what I've got. Cynthia says when she was a long-term sub on Pi Day, she would get cookies with a pie symbol on top for her students. Aw, that's very sweet. Good. Kathy just says she is feeling a lot better. That's amazing. I'm glad to hear it. I was getting really worried about you for a good minute. I was worried about you. We were sitting there wondering if you were going to make it through and if you were going to be on this side for us for a while, because we want you on this side. Let's see. Electric company is doing a scheduled maintenance, so I may have to cook my cabbage on the next day only. Time will tell. I don't know if everything will be okay to cook that night. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. They can pick another day to do maintenance. That is not cool. They should not be doing maintenance on such an important day. You shouldn't have to wait for St. Patty's Day food just because they want to do maintenance. That's just not fair. Yes, I'm a little picky, guys. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, we're going to sew up 2 more half square triangles, and then we're going to cut that off. And these will be hanging out here at the bottom, and I'll just keep sewing. At least the only thing that I do know is that every time I pick up one of these pairs, there's a black paired with something else. That is the only thing that's helping me out with this, is it is always a black paired with something else. It is never 2 blacks together. So that helps a lot. She was wondering herself, there were some days I thought I had really crossed over. I am so glad you are still with us. So glad for that. Because you did not sound too good for a while. So I'm very glad you were back with us. Yes, everybody's happy about it. I love it. Yeah, you got to be happy for this, because that was a mess. That was an absolute mess to have to go through. All right, we're going to put my random piece back under here. And sewing with 2 pieces as my starter, my leader ender, is really helping. So in case you guys are getting stuck on this, like I did, use 2 pieces of fabric as your leader ender if you're using the same fabrics. Just use it like you're sewing a regular seam, like you're sewing 2 squares together, and it will help amazingly. And I don't know if you're supposed to press all these open or press them to the side, but you guys know me. I press open. I definitely press open. I love it. Let's see. Yeah, it was very rough. She was just going through the emotions and don't know how she made it some days. You only missed 1 day of work. How in the world? How in the world? I heard you on the phone. I don't know how they let you come into work. I don't. If I was your boss, I would have sent you home. Just saying. I would have sent you home. Because you did not sound good. So, but I am glad that you are on the opposite side of that. That's very good news. All right, so this one is the gray, which needs to go up there. Okay. I've got 2 half square triangles I've sewn, but I haven't attached. Just trying to figure out, where they go. Just 1 to go to the doctor. Okay. The 1 day that you took off is the day you went to the doctor. All right. If you look up workaholic in the dictionary, you'll find Kathy's picture. But seriously, I'm very glad you're on the mend. Yeah, Cynthia says she would have been out almost the whole time. I know, right? Same. I don't think I could have gotten through that. 185 days. Oh, Janet. Oh, you're so amazing. You're so amazing. Thank you. Yes, 185 days until September, guys. Till September 9th when you guys get to come see me. I'm excited. And Janet's excited, but I'm excited. I'm very excited. I am looking forward to seeing all of you here. That is going to be a fantastic time. All right, we're going back to the t-shirt because I am now... Kathy's left most of the time at work. That's okay. We're not going to tell anybody. Not in the sewing room like you'd like to be. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, yeah, I know, Chloe. I agree. She says, thanks for the countdown, Janet. I love it. Right? Janet is our official countdown lady. That's how it's going to be. Janet is the official countdown lady. All right, let's put this out of the puppy dog's reach, and I knock something down. Bear with me. Bring it. Bring. Come on. He knows exactly what I mean. Come on. Thank you. Yes, it's a bottle of Tylenol. All right, here we go. Okay, now it's not on the floor. Don't have to worry about the dog getting into it. And he is happily searching for his treat that he lost when I threw it. Oh, yeah, that's why you only took it one day, because of the retreat. I know, but really, you should have taken more if you needed them. You really should have. Can't have you, being so sick you can't make it here, too. Because I worked with kids, if I was sick with anything they could catch, would stay home and request a sub. Yeah, that's what you have to do. You can't risk everybody's life. If you don't work with a whole lot of people and you don't have to see a whole lot of people, then it's fine. I was reading something where somebody was requesting a sick day, and they said that they were contagious, and the whole reason that they didn't want to come to work is that they didn't want to get anyone else sick. So what the boss did is sent everyone else home so that that one person could come to work and not have to work from home that day. Oh yeah, 3-day weekend definitely does help, Kathy. I hear you on that. I am back to drinking Powerades too, so when I finish this, I'm going straight to a Powerade, and then I'm drinking tea at night. No one comes to my office. See, there you go. And I totally would have slept. I would have brought a pillow in and completely crashed so that I could sleep. Settle, please. Settle. All right, we're on row 3. Row 3 is done down there. Okay. Making sure I know where I'm at. 3 out of 6. So I got a few more rows to go. I don't know if I'm going to make it there. Hey, Adira, welcome in. Drive by like me. I love you. Thank you. You are awesome. Thank you for rocking it out for me. Guys, if you haven't hit that like button, please make sure you do so. YouTube does count it. What does everyone do with spouses for dinner during retreat? That's a good question. So if your spouse would like dinner with us, they can pay the $275 and come do dinner with us and attend all of the events. If they don't want to do that, we can basically tell the hotel, hey, look, we're going to do a meal train. We're just going to do a meal train. All the husbands, pile onto the shuttle to go, eat dinner together or something. We'll figure something out. Mine is staying at home. I've invited him to come with me, but I don't know if he can take 2 weeks off. That's fair, too. Well, off to rest my head. Absolutely, Judy. Good night. And make sure you pet some fabric before you go rest that head. You know you want to. You know you need to. You know you deserve it. Pet the pretty fabric. Pretty fabric makes the world go round. We are quilters after all. We are definitely quilters after all. All right. Once I get this row all the way to the bottom, I'll get one piece from the next row on there, and then we're going to start putting more rows down there. Oh, you know what? I have an even better idea. I can start picking, after I get this row done, or this section done, and get these laid down, I can start picking up the first 2 rows and assembling them together. I can. I am to that point. I'm absolutely to that point. And guys, I do love my replay crew. You guys are amazing when you come back and watch replay. It really does help YouTube watch hours. It helps YouTube know that you guys like my content. And it helps direct more people to come find me. So yes, definitely watch replay, definitely share, definitely tag me, all of the above. Sir, could you please stop? You guys can barely see him. Come here. There we go. There's puppy dog face. The puppy dog face that's trying to get into things just because he can. Or just because he thinks he can. Okay, so I've got my nails painted green. Who else does their nails for St. Patty's Day too? How all out green do you go for St. Patty's Day? Who goes all out green? I'm not gonna go 100% green because I can't. I don't have the clothes to go 100% green, but I definitely go green. What kind of puppy? He is a British Lab. So the English Labs have the big blocky heads. The Americans are smaller and slender with the longer snout and tend to be high energy. And British are bred specifically to be the low energy version of an American. They're smaller and lower energy than an American. Kathy's saying hi to him. She calls herself watching replay, but she falls asleep and wakes up 3 videos later. Yeah, no. Hey, Raven, good to have you here. Oh, Bob says that we have 3 Goldens. Oh, grade school, yeah, grade school, definitely. So my thing was always, oh, yes, rainbows forever. Oh, Mona, you are hilarious. I love you. I want that pot of gold, all the stories about the pot of gold. And I feel like we hype it up so much here as an actual holiday and let's celebrate day. That's not how the holiday started. So like I so want to, know what they actually do over in Ireland. Like, how do they actually celebrate it? Because I know they don't celebrate it the same way we do. That's for sure. It is not that kind of holiday over there, is my understanding. But so neither is Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo is not celebrated in Mexico the way it is here in the U.S. It is a completely different holiday there. So that's what makes me also ask about St. Patty's Day and how it's done differently over there. All right. Here we go. Yeah, beer, right? With a pint. Oh, no. I have no mouse to undelete the message. Nightbot, you're so mean. Nightbot just deleted Mona's message with all the beer pints. And, Nightbot says questionable judgment. I'm sorry. Sometimes I can't control Nightbot. Nightbot is just a mean bot. With an emoji. I know, right? With an emoticon. Nightbot doesn't like so many in the same row. And that's where the issue comes in. Nightbot's just picky. Just picky. Stop spamming emotes. Mm-hmm. Oh well. I will eventually figure out how to put Nightbot in timeout when he does that. But I am, for those of you who are wondering, I am starting to look for moderators who want to sign up to be too much beer for Nightbot. Nightbot can't hold its liquor. Sorry. Couldn't resist. I can say it even though you guys can't type it. I am looking for a couple of moderators to sign up to commit to 1 live a week, to be in-person moderator so I can kind of scale back Nightbot a little bit more, and I don't have to have that for random people showing, or random bots showing up and spamming the chat. So I am looking, in case you guys are wondering. So if you have ever considered being a moderator, or you have any experience being a moderator on someone else's channel, send me an email. Let me know. You can do exclamation email in the chat because I can't do that right now. Not easily without my mouse. So exclamation email in the chat, and that will put the email address in there, and just send me information about, who you've moderated for before. If you haven't, just be honest with me that you haven't. But if you can commit to 1 live a week, let me know which one of my lives you want to commit to per week. And it's just once a week commitment. It won't be every, I won't commit you to like 4 or 5 lives a week. I'm not that kind of person. So just commit to 1 per week. I'm 40 now and instantly am unable to stay up this late. Oh, it gets better, Raven. It gets so much better. Wait until you're like 43, 44. It doesn't actually get better, but we're going to tell you it gets better. It doesn't get better. It doesn't. Oh, I feel for you. You did work Monday through Friday. See, there you go. Absolutely, Kathy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying and hanging out. Oh, Mona says naps, Raven. Naps. Oh, and she did, but she works Monday through Friday. There, see, there you go. There you go. That's the way it works. That is the way it works. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's this row. All right. So we're just going to keep putting them in place, seeing how far I can get. Seeing if I can get them all done. I mean, we're at 9 o'clock and I'm over halfway maybe. We're going to see if I'm over halfway because I still have to sew the rows together or columns together and then sew them together by rows. So that's going to take another hot minute too. But we're going to get as far as we can. They celebrate in Ireland national holiday, parades, festivals, traditional music, and wearing shamrocks, green buildings, and going to church. Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that. I did not know. Kathy, if you've not petted fabric, pet some fabric before you go. You know you want to. You know you deserve it. At least pet it on the way to the bed. Pet it and wave at it on the way to your bedroom. That's what I do. That or to your recliner or wherever you're going to sleep tonight. Pet the fabric or wave at the fabric. Either one works for me. Okay, the system won't let me put all the information. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, if you have too much, Pat, if you have too much to put in the chat, YouTube says no. You have a character limit, so you can only put in so much. And you can also see the puppy dog coming back behind me to sniff out his treats and hopefully beg for some. So this is what it's become. This is what it has become. We have become a treat dispensary factory. Something along those lines anyway. That's what we're doing. Locals enjoy hearty food like bacon and cabbage. Bacon? Ooh, there we go. Oh, and Susan texted a cousin in Dublin to ask, oh, that's amazing. Partake in, I can't pronounce that word, but thank you for the parentheses of dances, and attend festivals, blending religious traditions with modern festivities. That sounds exciting. I don't know if I would be up for all the physical activity, but I think it'd be fun to see. I think it would be gorgeous. And I think I kind of touch into my Irish roots more than my Scottish roots sometimes. Because I have both. I know on my dad's side we trace back to Scotland. But I believe that it's been intermixed with Irish because I have a lot of Irish characteristics that I don't have Scottish. So I think there is a mixture in my body. Sir, could you get out from behind there, please? Sir. He's over behind my long arm, guys. Benjamin thinks he can have treats nonstop. Oh, it never gets better, Cynthia. It never gets better. He was fine for a while, and then I had to start bribing him because he was getting into trouble during my lives. And so now he thinks when I'm live, it's time to do something silly to get treats. And it's becoming a habit versus something that he's going to stop doing. And the only way that I can break him is to put a leash on him. And I really wasn't in the mood to do that today. I was also running behind, so it wasn't really a good option tonight. But I do a thing called sit on the leash. And actually, it's called sit on the dog. But you don't actually sit on the dog. You sit on the leash. And they can't go anywhere besides wherever that leash is going to go. And because your hand is not touching the leash, they understand that they're not going anywhere. And you keep the dog nearby, and it works fantastic for him. But again, I'd have to be actually doing it. So, all right, I've got one. All right, good. We are in line. I'm going to sew these last 2 rows of half square triangles, and then I'm going to start picking up rows. I think we might actually get there by 10 o'clock. I think we might. And then I can go cut that loaf of bread. How many of you guys have bread machines and make bread? What is your favorite type of bread to make? There is a historic building in Yakima that will have green lighting up on the outside or up the outside of the building on St. Patty's Day. That's awesome. You know, I don't really think I paid attention the last couple of years if Casper has anything for St. Patty's Day. I'm sure we do, maybe, but I don't know. I haven't paid attention. I guess I should have. But I haven't. There's always a first time, right? But I'm going to be busy this St. Patty's Day. I'm going to be hanging out with you guys. And I will work on something in the spirit of St. Patty's Day. I'm not sure exactly what yet, but I will work on something in the spirit of St. Patty's Day. We'll see what it shall be. It shall be something fun, but I don't know what yet. Chloe has a bread machine, but she has not used it in several years. I got out of using it for, a good few months. But now, bread's expensive, and it's just something else to run to the store for. And I have all of the ingredients for French bread. So, all I have to do is do a few measurements. I mean, it's oil, water, salt, sugar, flour, and yeast. That is all that goes into the bread that I'm making. I have one and bake at least 3 loaves a week. See, I love you, Janet. She made one for her mother and took it to her while it was still warm. Oh my gosh, yes. I love that. This loaf, I mean, it won't be warm when I get done, but it sure was warm when we started tonight. It cools off in less than 2 hours. I did get this thing that you set on the counter, and you set your bread on it, and it's got little holes spaced evenly for you to use to cut your slices. So it's made out of bamboo, and I had to file a claim on the first one because it didn't hold up, but the second one's holding up. But I just put my bread loaf in there and then slice my bread. So the entire loaf will be sliced tonight. And then I'll put it in parchment paper and put it in the bread box. And it will last a pretty decent while. And it's got no extra preservatives. I do like that. Can't beat a fresh loaf sometimes. I haven't tried making any gluten-free loaves yet. That would take a lot more hassle, I think, for me, because I don't need it. My mom, is starting to forget, so every minute I get with her is a blessing. Absolutely, Janet. I hear you on that. Yeah. When family doesn't remember anymore, so much goes with their memory. So it is definitely important to spend that time with them. You've got to spend that time with them. Absolutely. Thankfully, my parents are not there yet. So, sorry. We'll see how that goes. And I promise I'm not trying to influence anybody. I got in trouble for it at the retreat. The last few hours of Sunday's retreat, of Sunday on the retreat, I started fighting to not YAWN. It was a challenge. I used brown sugar instead of regular sugar on my, I might have to try that sometime. Does it just give that molasses flavor to it? I wonder if I could swap it for honey too, because that would be a good swap too. But I don't know what the measurement to swap for honey for it would be. And I'm using the honey in my tea right now too, so there is that. My honey is going towards my tea. I've got a big, pint jar or quart jar or something of honey, and I'm going to cry when I run out. It's local honey. My future daughter-in-law has celiac, so I get to learn how to cook gluten-free. Yes. So the other challenge with cooking gluten-free, because I've already made bread in this bread machine, it is no longer a gluten-free bread machine. So there will be traces of gluten in my bread machine for all eternity now. So I don't know if it would be a challenge. It is just a bit sweeter. Okay. I might have to try that sometime. If I ever run out of white sugar, which is rare in my house to run out. You can use honey measure with heart, 2 teaspoons. See, I can't do the measure with heart on baking. One, we're high altitude. And 2, I don't do the measure with heart stuff. I do, like some things I can measure with heart. Like the water that you put into your pie crust, I measure that with my heart because I know what it should feel like. But there's a lot of baking I can't measure with heart. Oh no, Janet says she really needs a new machine. It's older than her daughter. Oh my gosh. So you're saying your daughter's old. I know how that goes. I hear you. Oh. If your daughter's my age, she's old. If she's my age, she's old. I'll just go ahead and say it for her, whether she wants to hear it or not. If she's my age, she's old. Yep, I'm thinking I'll convert to gluten-free at my home so I know it's always safe for her. That's very sweet of you. It can be very hard to do. It can be very hard to do. But yeah, celiac is no joke. I've known quite a few people with celiac, and I have been thankful that that was not me. I've met and seen that. She's 38. Oh, close enough. We'll let her say she's old. We'll let you say your machine's old. We'll put it that way. I don't consider 38 old yet. I've got a few years on her. I won't tell you how many years I got on her, but I got a few years on her. Don't you love my admission, guys? I'm not willing to admit. I don't know how many of you remember how old I am, so we're going to leave it at that. And if you do know, you are not supposed to answer. Not if you enjoy my company. Oh, I feel like I'm going to pay for having made that statement to begin with. Oh. Do you ever say something and then wonder what your brain was thinking? Yeah, it happens. It happens. Okay, it's pressing half square triangles now. Pressing. Because I want to make sure I lay them out the right direction. Because so many things could go wrong at this stage. Like that. Oh, where did it even go? There it is. Oh, Chloe knows how old I am, right? Janet's guessing. And that's how old her youngest will be on the 18th. Oh, yeah. Oh, the 38, yeah. Yep. All of you who know, just keep it to yourselves. We're not broadcasting age right now. There'll be plenty of time around my birthday to do that. And I will let you. But I'm not admitting to anything right now. Not admitting to anything. My oldest daughter turned 43 today. Oh, congratulations to your oldest. Let's see. I thought my son was crazy for going gluten-free when he isn't the one that gets sick from it. Then I learned that he does it so he can kiss her whenever he wants. See, you know, it's the kiss. It is all in the kiss, isn't it? Ladies, am I right? It's the kiss. All right. I remember how old you are. You were born the same year as my middle child. You see? See? So we're keeping secrets now. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. You guys love me, so you're going to keep secrets from me. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And for those of you who are at the retreat for that part, you are welcome. Oh, who was that? Oh, it was Lana, I think. Lana brought that song up. Or she made me bring that song up. She made me bring that song up. Oh, that's such a fun song, though. He is a sweet boy. Mama, I agree. She's got a very sweet boy. For him to do that for a girlfriend. So the girlfriend probably thinks he's a keeper. So she is definitely your future daughter-in-law. That is the way to a woman's heart. Accommodate what she needs you to accommodate for her. Yeah. Do something you don't have to do just for her. Yeah. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Oh. I think if any guy were to do that for me too, that would be just amazing. But, you know, that's assuming that I needed it. I don't need it. I don't need gluten-free. Gluten-free is really hard to do. There's so much gluten in the world. At least restaurants have gotten better about it, which is amazing. But I remember back when gluten-free was not a thing that anybody accommodated, and nobody knew how to, and bread was awful. Bread without gluten was just horrid and was not worth eating. It's kind of like going vegan and trying to eat the vegan meat. That's just not the same as what you're used to. And it's not even worth it. Not even worth it. They are getting married to May. See, there you go. That's going to be an interesting household. Just going to say. But that is very sweet of him. Very, very sweet of him. I love the hands up emoji on that one. All right, looking for where my next piece goes. I'm having to reorient things as I'm going. Having to reorient. Hey, we got 45 minutes. Almost 45 minutes, so we should still be able to get there. We should still be able to make some progress at least. And yes, I am doing these one at a time because I will get them way out of order if I do more than one half square triangle at a time. I will completely lose track of where I'm at. Oh gosh, you guys, it is Sunday. Can you believe it's Sunday? Can you believe we made it through the time change? And we're all still here. Bread was awful. So much more to eat now than when I was first diagnosed. I bet, Susie. I bet. That's the amazing thing, is that there are so many options that weren't available before. Like, people understand it and they realize people are not just making up these dietary issues. Like, there is a legitimate reason that somebody needs this accommodation and they're not fighting it with us anymore. When I went vegan for a year, there was almost no place I could go. Like, the only options that were vegan were salads with no meat. They didn't have any protein to put on. They didn't have beans. They didn't have tofu. They didn't have anything like that to put on it. And this was even in the early 2000s. Or no, well, 2010s. This was in the 2010s. That they just did not have vegan options. So if I went anywhere, a salad was about the only thing that I could order on most menus because it was the only thing that was vegan. And I was trying to avoid dairy and egg at the time because my son had to avoid it too. Now, tell somebody you need them to, just have no dairy and no egg in there, and they still don't know what to order. They still don't know what on the menu is safe for you to eat. Food has come a long way, says Chloe. Yeah, it has. This will be our secret. Don't tell anyone. My son says all of the food at the wedding will be gluten-free because she should not have to worry about food options on her wedding day. That's amazing, Cynthia. That is absolutely amazing. You bulk bean tofu. I know, right, Mona? Yum. Yum. Bread would be, I remember being told in home ec to knead well and build up the gluten. Yep. That is where gluten-free tends to fall really far by the wayside. Even noodles. There's a lot of noodles that you can't make gluten-free. I mean, some noodles you can, but like if you make egg noodles, for example, but you couldn't make those. You couldn't make those vegan. You couldn't make egg noodles vegan. Like there's so many options that you just can't mix and match. One of the things I did at my wedding, Cynthia, when I got married the first time, this is the only time I had a wedding, but when I got married that first time, I told my my aunt, who is making my wedding cake, that here is the cake recipe. Here is the box you're going to make it from. And you're not going to add anything to it that it doesn't call for. And she looked at me and she was just upset with me for asking for it. And she's like, why do you want a sugar-free wedding cake? I said, because my dad's diabetic. And I want my dad to be able to eat my wedding cake at my wedding. So, like, he can eat all the rest of the food because it's not super sweet. But I wanted my dad to be able to eat my wedding cake. And none of the other options, like the groom's cake, he couldn't have. Because there was no way to make that sugar-free. But my wedding cake was sugar-free, so my dad could have it. Sugar-free icing, everything. I wanted him to be able to enjoy my wedding as, you know, I was his only daughter. So, let's see. Dang it, y'all. I'm going to have to make some bread tonight. I'm sorry, Mona. It's all my fault. It's all my fault for making bread and then talking about it. I sewed off of this piece a little bit, and so I'm not able to press the seams open, and it's aggravating me. So I'm looking to see if I can fix it at all without completely ripping the piece apart. And I may not be able to, so I may just have to deal with it. But I'm looking. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to fix this one piece so it lays flat with the seams open. And see if I can make it work. Hey, Laura, welcome in. Oh, you're fine. It's been challenging all across the board, Laura. You are not alone. It has been a challenging evening. My computer mouse doesn't work. We're talking about bread and getting everybody hungry. And we're talking about St. Patty's Day and Pie Day. And we're talking about the gnomes behind me just a little bit, because I'm working on the last block of that. This weekend I got tasked, along with her mom, making arrangements for the rehearsal dinner. Her mother is going to be a huge resource in educating me. Yes, she will. If her mother's already accustomed to all of the preparations for gluten-free, yep, that will be an amazing resource. My wedding in 79, the florist gave us a discount. She went to our church. The bakery did that also, same reason. That's awesome, Susan. I didn't have that kind of luck either. My mom and dad handled most of the wedding. My aunt handled the cakes. But that was the only thing that I specifically demanded that was just a problem. Was coming down to food, making the wedding cake, me wanting a sugar-free cake so that my dad could eat it. That was a problem for my aunt. She did not like that. But that's okay. Oh, you're so welcome, Laura. Yeah, it's been a crazy day. Absolutely crazy day. Hey, Denise, good to see you. She's saying hi to everybody and everyone whose name is covered by my phone keyboard. That's the way to do it, too. That is such the way to do it. I am running out of time. I'm definitely running out of time. We might not have time to finish, but we're going to try anyway. I still have five left to press. And then we can start sewing the rows together. And I will at least get the rows sewn, even if I don't get I'll get the columns sewn, even if I don't get them sewn to each other, because that's going to take some more pressing too. Let's see. Oh, Denise is asking what date in May for the wedding. That's good. That would be good to know too. I got a lot going on in May. Oh. Yeah, I think if I'd gotten these out of order, I would not be able to get them back in order and figure out the pattern. All of these candies going all different directions. I think they're candies. That's what I think there are. So, but this project will then be done and can come off of my project list. I even pulled the little sticky note out for it right here. So it will be in the done pile by the end of the night, or at least by the end of tomorrow, because I will finish it up tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be busy. Today was busy. Tomorrow's going to be busy too. And then Tuesday's going to be busy. I think Wednesday and Thursday are going to be busy too. Oh, that's good to hear, Susan. She says that the depression is not as bad, which is very good news. Very, very good news. I'm glad to hear that. I had a most beautiful wedding cake, says Janet. However, very shy bride ended up stepping in it while she was drunk and dancing in the cake table. Oops. I've never drank. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a wedding story, Janet. See, my aunt just threatened to not make my cake show up to the wedding in one piece. That was my wedding day disaster story, is that my aunt threatened that my cakes would not make it to the wedding venue. But they made it. If they had not, it would have been easier to get out of the wedding, but oh well. Oh, yeah, I bet you do, Laura. I think we all would. I don't think there's anybody in here who would not occasionally need a break from doing constant caregiving. Everybody needs to be able to breathe and have a break. Everybody needs that. And if you don't, you burn yourself out. So, all right, so we are to the rows now. So I'm going to be reaching and sewing for the next little bit. And still wondering why my mouse has decided to not start working again for me. It is reconnected, supposedly. I'll figure it out later. I remembered about your father. That's exactly what I was referring to. Yes, peaceful night for you all. Absolutely. It is not easy caring for a loved one or even a stranger. Caregiving is not an easy task at all. Have mad respect for those who can. So one thing that I mentioned during the retreat is that Tom and I have actually been interviewing people and have found someone who is looking to move up to Casper. And it would be just kind of a perfect match for them to come be a caregiver for me and for Tom. So our needs might be getting met very soon in that regards as well. Because there's a lot of things I'm not doing that I'm supposed to be doing. And there's a lot of things I can't do because I can't. And there's a lot of things that Tom needs that I'm falling down on the job on. So it will be a blessing. Absolute blessing. So, like I said, I have mad respect for caregivers. Their job is not easy. Absolutely is not easy. I mean, they gotta put up with my quilting too, guys. They're gonna have to put up with me quilting whatever hours I choose to quilt. I might be a menace. I don't know. Just because I'll make sure it's fun, right? But that's what Tom and I are looking at coming up soon. Let's see. The VA can help with that? Yes and no. So we applied for that before, and according to the VA, Tom's health is not dramatically where he needs the constant care. But it doesn't matter what we tell them. He needs more care than what I can do. My second wedding was done on the cheap. Invitation from Dollar Tree. Made my dress. Already had the pattern, and the satin was half price. Zipper cost more than the fabric. Oh my gosh. Absolutely. Oh, you're fine, Laura. That is fine. You are talking about your personal religious beliefs, and that is perfectly fine. We're not starting a debate on it, so no big deal. No big deal at all. I know a lot of my viewers do pray, and they do believe like you do. And you are more than welcome to pray for them, and they are welcome to pray for you. I will never stop anyone from practicing their religion. We don't get into big discussions about it, but mentioning it, no big deal. No big deal at all. And if you were offended by the comments that I just made, you can find another channel to watch. I am okay with that. One from them, 2 days a week and applying for more. See, that's what we tried that too. and just the nature of his disabilities. They're thinking because he seems like he's functional, but he has memory issues. He has lots of memory issues, and he's not exactly receptive to care. So finding somebody who can get past all of that is challenging sometimes. So this situation is going to work for all three of us, I think. Oh, you are so welcome, Laura. I know you do. I know you do. And, guys, I will be honest with you. I am never going to stop you from practicing your religion, or if you pray to Allah, if you pray to God, I don't care. It's fine with me. Hi, Kathy. Welcome in. If you pray to, even the devil, you have the right to religious freedom here in the States, and that is perfectly fine. I just don't want a big, long discussion about it. But yeah, you're welcome to mention it. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. I will not stop you. If it ever gets too much, then I'll stop you guys. I promise. Oh, Joan's asking if yesterday was Laura's birthday. If it was, and you didn't tell us, I'm going to be a little upset, Laura. Because I can't sing happy birthday. I can't sing. I took care of my mom for the last 10 years of her life. Fortunately, I had my middle sister, aunt, and brother to rotate care with. Yeah, rotating care is important, especially when somebody is that far down. Thankfully, Tom and I are not that far down, but I qualify for no care, and Tom doesn't qualify for care right now because they still think he's more capable than he is, and I cannot write a convincing enough argument to them to prove otherwise. So maybe with this help, we'll be able to get, somebody else to help write a letter to help financially with caregiving too. That would be amazing. I'm glad to see you, Kathy. It's so good to see you again. Hadn't seen you in a hot minute. Glad you are here. Yeah, happy you had support in the journey. Yeah, it is great to have support when you go through something like that. Caregiving is just not easy. Yes, Denise, because she's saying she didn't even know about the VA in-home healthcare. Yeah. So my stepdaughter's stepdad, had a stroke and is not able to get out of bed and go to the bathroom on his own. He's not able to shower on his own, not able to change clothes on his own. So they do have a nurse that comes in daily, so that it's basically relief for my stepdaughter's mom. And so it's basically considered relief care for her, to be able to have that care to help him. But Tom is not that far to get there. Oh, you're so sweet, Janet. Absolutely. We'll talk about it at retreat if we haven't been able to address it by then. We'll talk then and see if it works. Yes, Laura. She says she may need to look into the VA for additional support. My father is a veteran. Yes, definitely look in. The amount of the disability can play into it, and all of the other factors as to why he's needing healthcare can play a factor into it. So if they don't rule that he needs it because of a disability related to his military service, that can be a denial reason as to why they might deny care. But yeah, we're looking at pursuing it again. We just haven't been able to have the support we needed to get there with it. So I'm hoping that after we move in June, we'll have that option too, to get there for that level of care. Going to go on FMLA and see if I can go back to work or retire. Yes. So FMLA helped me keep my job for probably about 9 months longer than I would have been able without it. But I ran through my FMLA in less than 9 months. That was that's how I struggled to begin with. And let's see, my neighbor is a vet. The VFW here is helping him by giving him gas money for those of us to drive him to the cancer care for his treatments. Yeah, he may still qualify for in-home care. So when he goes back to the cancer center for treatments, his doctor can apply for it for him too. The VA has done so much for my dad, and his disability has nothing to do with his service. See, there you go. See, sometimes the veterans are getting denied because it's not related to their service, and sometimes they are getting denied because it has nothing to do with their service. So I'm just being honest. Just be aware that that could be a factor depending on how it gets written and how the doctors see it and all of that. So it could be a factor. I'm not saying it will be, but it could be. And you can be paid for it. Illinois VA is so easy to get along with. That's nice. We applied, I don't remember if we applied in Alabama, but I know we've applied since we moved here. And there was just not enough in my husband's file to qualify him for it. We've got to get his doctors on board with writing the letters and all of that to get him qualified for it. So that's the next step that we got to do. Oh yeah, Laura says she had to go on disability. See, you went on disability a year after I did. Because I went on in 2016. So just a year after me. Oh my goodness. You guys are so amazing. You really are. It's been a long road. It's been a long road getting here. But now our problem is just finding a place to live. The VA here, I've been told, is one of the best in the country. It probably is. I mean, Sheridan VA is not bad. I'm not saying it's horrid. I just don't know whether it's because it's the Sheridan VA or whether it's because he's truly not qualified or what. I don't know. He didn't serve during wartime. They classify it as the Cold War. Yeah. Cold War is still considered wartime. Even though there's no combat, it's still considered wartime. Because there was a lot of mental aspects to the Cold War. The VA put in a lift chair for me, an aluminum ramp, electric scooter, and carrier for my car. See, I don't qualify for VA coverage because I was never a veteran, but I mean, he needs a ramp for his walker and all of that if we move into someplace that doesn't have stairs. But I need it for my wheelchair too, so it's kind of like a double use, so to speak. Here we go. Saying hi didn't. Okay, very good, very good. American Cancer Society is also providing gas money. I drove him Wednesday, and the lady came out to thank me and said they were helping because the VFW funds won't be enough with the price of gas. Yeah, the VFW can only provide so much, and yeah, sometimes it does come down to other agencies helping to provide. It really does. All right. All the half square triangles are sewn together into pairs. So now I get to go back to the beginning and count. I always like this part too. I do like this part. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. Make sure I'm grabbing the right ends. And then I get to start feeding this back through. And start attaching the rows together to each other. Or attaching the columns to each other, is what I should say. Okay. Yeah, I'll have all of these together this way at least before we end the night. Do they get state health care? Counties usually have a program at least for mileage reimbursement. Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know here in Wyoming. That's new. Let's see. 2016, doctor insists I apply for disability in 2017. Oh, yeah. I agree with you, Kathy, because she was saying that that's a very hard time in life. Laura, it is. It is. Any kind of retirement is hard to begin with. Retirement because of disability is a bigger shock to the system than most people think, if they've never had to go through that. I have to say, I do so enjoy Tammy's After Sunset Sundays. It's like spending time. See, That's why I do it, Laura. I love spending time with you guys. Oh, Lori's off to bed. She has to work tomorrow. I'm sorry about that. I'm very, very sorry about that. At least you're getting the hang of it, the new system. So go pet some fabric on the way to bed. You know you want to. You know you want to. Good night, Lori. Thank you for being here. So yeah, when I quit working in 2016, it was culture shock for me because I was so young and here I am disabled. I mean, that's 10 years ago now. This May will be 10 years since I had to stop working. And that was a huge part of my identity. I had lots of money. I was making decent money. I could afford to buy nice things. It was really hard to make the adjustment from being a breadwinner in my own right to having to depend on someone else and what mood they were in for my income. You know, I didn't get to choose what I wanted anymore. I had to go with what was best for the whole household. And not to mention, here I am going to doctor's appointments every day or every other day or once or twice a week. And nothing was helping. And my family kind of looked at me like, well, you're done. You know, it wasn't even a compassionate, I can't believe you're going through this. None of that. I just got a flat out, well, what good are you now? Yes, Janet says that that's what happened to her. Her MS caused her to have to retire early. Yeah. See, it's cruel. It's very cruel because you have in your mind this vision of who you are as a person and what you're capable of doing and what you bring to the table, so to speak, in the workplace. And you go from that to you are not wanted in the workplace and you are not capable of being in the workplace because now you're a liability. And that is very disheartening to go through. Very disheartening. It is sad, Kathy. It is. I feel like it's been a journey, says Laura. Fortunately, my husband's super supportive. See, you lucked out on that. My ex-husband, yeah. I went from being a breadwinner of my own right with a job, able to make decisions on my own for things that I wanted and desired and how I wanted to spend my, random money that I didn't need to spend on bills. I went from that to, well, if you're going to be home all the time, you got to take care of the kids. And I went from working full-time to working full-time, but it was not the work I signed up to do, and it was forced work because that's what he wanted. Thankfully, that is not Tom. So before any of you guys jump on Tom, it was not Tom. Yes, I agree, Laura. She says, I think many of us understand health issues. Yeah, I think we do. A journey for sure. I'm glad that you have that sweet husband, Laura. Yeah, she's got an amazing husband. So my path quilt, the one that's up here and that ends up in a lot of my video screens and all of that, it was made during that time when here I am, unemployed, disabled unemployed, and I'm having to explain to people why I no longer have a job, why I am no longer in the workforce. And this little quilt that I made was my opportunity to explain how my health has changed, how my life has changed, and what it basically means. I mean, because there's no other explanation for it. My husband has spoiled me since I am now retired. I feel God has been in my corner the whole time. That's amazing, Jana. That is absolutely amazing. I wish that I had that back then, but I think because I didn't, I appreciate it so much more when I do get taken care of and I do get spoiled and I do get treated nice, to nice things. Because Tom's always wanting to spoil me. Not that we have money to do it right now, but he's always wanting to. And And I have you guys who absolutely do spoil me. You come to spend time with me, which, you know, that in and of itself. I mean, if you think about it, or if I think back, I'll put it that way. If I think back when I first stopped being able to work, that was one of the things that nobody wanted to do anymore. You know, all these people that I spent so much time with and so much work time with, outside of work, I was nobody. I was nobody because they just didn't have anything in common with me aside from working with me. And that was just as much of a culture shock as the way my husband treated me at the time. Where, you know, here I am suddenly unemployed and, you know, therefore I must take care of the kids because he's got to work extra to take care, you know, to bring in money, to keep our lifestyle that we had at the time going. Because that was important to him. And so spending time with you guys, it really does mean a lot to me because I value that, because I remember all the times where I didn't have that. I didn't have people who wanted to spend time with me. I didn't have people who knew what it was like. I didn't have people who cared what it was like. So being able to spend time with you guys means a lot. It really does. So thank you for being here for this. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And while I'm thinking of it, guys, 37 viewers, make sure you've all hit your thumbs up. I can't check. I have no mouse to go check. So make sure that you check and make sure you have hit that thumbs up like button for me. It is important to me. It is important to YouTube. So make sure you hit it. You know, I'm still on that disability journey, so you know, I don't think we ever come off of it. It is the little things. It doesn't have to be big monetary. Get me a snack, offers to clean up the kitchen after supper. It's often just a slight smile he gives me. I know, right? It really is those little things that do make such a big difference. So yeah, that kind of stuff does matter to me. It really, really does. Oh, that's amazing, Laura. She says, Kathy, I know how fortunate I am and thank God for him every day. That's amazing. You really did get a fantastic husband, Laura, just saying. We all know what your husband has done for you, so. And I'm so thankful to know it too. So to know that there's guys like your husband out there puts a smile on my face, because then we know we don't have to worry so much. Just because we love you doesn't mean we don't stop worrying, but it means we don't have to worry so much because we know there's already somebody in your life doing all that for you. Oh, good night, Raven. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you go pet some fabric on the way to bed. You know you want to. You know you do. You know you do. Yeah, Janet and Laura definitely have fantastic husbands to carry them through this journey called life. And I am hoping and praying for Cynthia and with her son and daughter-in-law that they are just that for each other. And I think they will be. I think they will be. Aw, thank you, Laura. She's sending love to me and Tom, and she's got a raffle ticket, and I can't hit a thumbs up or a like or a love on that because my mouse is not working. So thank you for the super chat. You also have a raffle ticket for April 14th. So congratulations. Oh yeah, when is work? Fabric is downstairs. Hey, you know what? Go downstairs for just a moment. You can set a timer. Set a timer for 2 minutes. Oh, she's got to be up at 8 Central Time. Oh, yeah, she's got to be at work by 8 Central Time. I've had him for 46 years. I think I'll keep him another day or two. Yeah, keeping him another day or two is probably not the worst idea you've ever had. You guys are awesome. You guys are very, very awesome. And Susan says, thank you. Sweet of you. Yes, it is very sweet of you, Laura. Thank you so very much. All right, I'm going to put this leader ender back under here so that I have it for sure. And then we'll see if I can get my mouse working here in just a minute too. And we are going to, it's not pressed. It is not pressed. So I can't sew it together the rest of the way. But we're going to see if I can get it to lay flat enough so you guys can kind of see. So it is all little candies going different directions. So we got purple, black, gray, and orange in this block. Oh, Susan has also done a raffle ticket. Thank you, Susan. Thank you for the super chat. So this is the block. So I will have to press the rows one direction or the other, and then I will sew them together and we will have one of those. We'll have this in one of those sizes. We'll be married 53 years in June. We'll trade for the world. That's amazing too, Landa. That's amazing. All right, we're going to see if I can get my mouse working. You can use the tab key. Oh yeah, I know. That's how I was doing it before. Otherwise, I couldn't see all the chat. I was going to be stuck for a while. All right, tab over and let's go back to settings if I can. Oh, come on. There we go. Have to get in the right menu. Okay, we're going to escape out of that, I think. Or we're just going to go down until I can hit cancel. Of course, it doesn't let me do that. So let me go back up. Let's do that device and see if I can get this working. I can't see the chat right now, so I apologize, guys. It is working on connecting. And we're going to see if this is what I needed to do to connect it. And of course, I don't have a backup mouse up here, so... And it is not seeming to want to connect. All right, we're going to try connecting again. All right. Oh, there we go. To pair your mouse, select connect. I can't get over there to select it. There we go. All right, let's try it again. I figured it out a minute ago, so we're gonna see if I can figure it out again. Nope, that's not gonna do it. All right, bear with me, guys. Thank you for being patient. Thank you so much for being patient. All right, that's still not gonna work, so we're gonna do it this way. And I did this a minute ago and it worked. I'm trying to get back to the windows. Okay. And no, I cannot see the chat, so I apologize if I'm missing the chat right now. I cannot actually see it. We're going to go there and I am literally having to go around and around, guys. Yeah, that is not what I needed. My computer hates me. My computer hates me, guys. Oh. If it's not a YouTube live, then what are we doing, right? Okay. I got this a minute ago. All right, let's close that. Let's see. Nothing is working. Nothing is working. Let's see, that's not what I need either. And I do not know why it's not willing to work now. Did I finally? No, I did not get over there. I am sorry, guys. I apologize. I know I'm going back and forth. Just please be patient with me. Please, please, please be patient with me. Okay. I can't get out of that either. Okay. Let's see if I can... No, that's not the device I need. Oh, okay. Let's try this. Let's see if it picks it up. If not, I may still be stuck for a minute. You guys get to see me fumble around with my computer and not understand what I'm trying to do. So cancel that, and let's turn that off. Oh my gosh, guys. I have one way to end the live. The only way that I have to end the live is to shut the computer off. I think that's the only way that I have. So, in the spirit of that, since I can't see the chat, and you guys are allowed to make as much fun of me as you like, make your comments now. So, if you have not petted some fabric, if you have not gone and gotten that serotonin boost, put needle and thread to fabric, got the dopamine hit, if you've not done that, please make sure you go do so. And what I'm going to do to attempt to disconnect the live for the night is I am going to stand up and go turn the computer off at the button, because neither of these are now working. And if that doesn't work, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So if I don't come back from this, which it's 4 minutes till 10, have a great night. Get some good rest. Monday starts bright and early tomorrow morning, and I think we all need a good sleep at this point, including my computer. So I will see you guys later if I don't see you before then. So let's see what I can do. Let's see if this works.